Right, folks, how are we all? Just done a nice little shop round Morrison's. Now, it's in the news today, or yesterday, or whenever, that Starmer is prepared to put British troops into Ukraine. Go on, mate, you may as well go. You're halfway out the fucking to put British troops in Ukraine. Now, I don't know whether that's the thing is with Starmer, he's trying to look strong and positive and all that, isn't it? It's like, you know, you need a war to show people, to show the public that you mean business, where really he ain't got a fucking clue. So he's on about putting troops in Ukraine. Now that could be for war, or it could be just as a peacekeeping thing. Nobody really knows what goes on in his own mind, because I doubt if he's in it. But the thing is, if it's for war, then I don't understand why if that was going to be the case, why didn't we do it earlier on? If it's going to be for peacekeeping, the only reason why I can see him doing that is so he can get close to Donald Trump, because obviously Donald Trump is going to try and work out a peace agreement, which I particularly want, and I would like to think a lot of people would like to see the fighting and the dying and the injured happening. Also, I would like to see it, because then that way we would have to stop sending billions of pounds, billions of euros and billions of dollars to Ukraine, because Zelensky said the other day he doesn't know where so much of this money has gone. Well, it's been fucking money laundered, isn't it, you little fucking midget? So I personally want to see it. Now, I don't think we should just be giving everything to Putin that he wants. I don't think he should have the Black Sea and all that. Because he, you know, he controls it really, don't he? But Ukraine is a big farming industry. Big farming industry, Ukraine. Even though we've got our own farmers. You know what I mean? So we shouldn't be giving him everything. But what I do want to know is that if we do send troops to Ukraine, we haven't got a very big task force, a very big army as it is. So I don't understand this need to, we're sending troops out there. We can't even defend our own borders, yet we can go out and defend other countries' borders. I don't understand that. And it's like, who are you actually going to get, Keir, to go and join the army at this stage now? Because if we had something massive happen in this country, right, if we had something massive happen in this country where we needed to defend or we needed to go to war, I would like to know who the fuck we would have go to war. Because let's face it, last summer Starmer spent most of the summer calling anybody who was white and opposed to what was happening far-right thugs. Now, if we do get a war, or we do, you know, have to defend ourselves, who are you going to get? Because we've got all these immigrants coming over here on boats who are actually running away from a war, so people say, you know, that they're fleeing war and persecution and all that. So they're no fucking good. They're not going to fight. I actually saw something the other day where they were interviewing these people in the streets, and they were saying, where would you fight if Britain had to go to war? And a fucking lot of them were saying no. We're going, oh, well, I'm Irish, I ain't going to fight for the English. All right, fair enough then. No, I'm Pakistani, I'm not going to fight for the English. But you're all right, you're all happy living here and taking what you can. So who exactly, Keir, would you have fighting in these wars? Who are you actually going to send? Because it does make me laugh how Keir Starmer can quite easily say, right, we're going to send British troops to Ukraine. We've sent troops to other countries as part of peacekeeping, And look what's happened in Afghanistan, Iraq and all that. The troops go there and they get absolutely fucking bottled and bricked and everything, don't they? Yeah? And then you get somebody like, I don't know, some editor of a magazine, of a paper, making up stories and pictures of people pissing on prisoners. That helps, doesn't it? So who are you actually going to get to do and go and do this fighting, defending, and then because we haven't got much of an army left, we don't really spend a lot of money on it. We're too busy spending money on every fucker else in the country, in the world, than ourselves. So who are you going to get, Keir, to come and do this? Yeah, because the lads and the lassies who are fighting now, you know, we can only spread them so thin. And there's the other question is, like, you know, it's like any conflict in the world that's happening today. In England, in Britain, in London, you get these massive protests of people supporting all these other countries, such as Ukraine, such as Palestine, and it's like, oh, we've got so many thousands of people demonstrating. Well, why don't you all just fuck off to Palestine and Ukraine and fight and go and join them and fight for that country? Because waving a flag around don't mean nothing. Do you think walking around with a Ukraine flag, do you think like Putin's thinking, oh, fucking hell, 40,000 people there waving Ukraine flags in London? Yeah, perhaps I really should think about it. Yeah, it ain't going to fucking happen. But what I do want to know is why is it that you have all these people, yeah, and Starmer's on about putting British troops into Ukraine. Why is it then that I want to know is that come a World Cup or a European Championships or something like that, Ukraine has still got teams entered in these competitions? Why is it, who's the boxer? You fought fucking Tyson Fury. Why is he earning millions and millions of pounds when his country is at war? I don't understand how this can happen, that you've got men fighting for Ukraine, fighting for the freedom, and then they're not, you know, these sports stars aren't actually there doing it. I don't understand how that fucking works. And then like when these teams come and play in other countries and the crowd are applauding these footballers or these boxers, or if there was, when the Olympics are there, it's like, and Ukraine have got a team, and you think, well, how does that work? Surely you should be fighting for your country. Yet we can send our troops over to Ukraine while their football team is playing football. I don't understand. Perhaps it's just me. Don't know. So anyway, Keir Starmer's there. The other point is that if we send troops there to fight Russia, to actually fight Russia, that is going to fuck any relationship up with America. And then I would hazard a guess that Putin would attack us. I don't know whether he would attack us in the nuclear weapon way, but I'm sure he could fuck our internet over. I'm sure we've got cables and stuff lying all around in the sea, and I'm sure he could probably go and blow one of them up or cut the cable and completely fuck us over. I'm sure that somebody like Putin could help the immigrants that are coming over on boats. I'm sure he'd probably go and help fund that and get more immigrants over to completely fuck us over. I don't understand. I don't know. It's just like, so my thing is, let's get this war stopped. Let's get them all sitting down, talking around the fucking table. Let's stop funding this fucking war. Let's start funding our country and stop giving so much money away all over the world. And can we all just please try and get on? Now, if any of you say I'm a Putin sympathiser, fuck off. I'm not. What I want is a world of peace. I want a world of where we fucking fund ourselves and we're not just spaffing money all over the fucking world for everybody else when we have got our schools being fucked over, we have got pensioners being fucked over, we've got waspy women being fucked over, we've got farmers being fucked over, we've got motorists being fucked over and everything like that. I'm just fucking fed up with it. So, alright folks, laters.